Thanks for joining us. Today we're going to be installing a rival skid plate on a 2017 Polaris RZR XP Turbo. This episode proudly supported by Royal Distributing, Canada's Powersports leader. We're going to install a rival skid plate setup on a 2017 Polaris RZR XP Turbo. We bought our rival skid plate setups at Royal Distributing. Rival skid plates are manufactured in Russia and shipped over. The fit and finish of this product really is great. we've used rival skid plate setups in the past, so we know these are quality units that we can depend on. So it comes with 7 pieces. It comes with A-arm guards for the front, a front diff guard. It comes with like a front bumper section. All new high quality mounting hardware and bracketry is included with the skid plate kit. The first step is going to be to remove the old stock skid plate. The stock underbelly is pretty weak.
Definitely lacking here. That's where your feet are positioned when you're riding, and there's nothing there to protect you.
What you see here is the Dragonfly gusset kit, right, Dave?
Yeah, it just ties in all your frame ends and shares the load.
Let's go ahead and we're gonna leave this section on this, the gusset, and we'll take off the skid plate from the rear then. Proceed to remove all the bolts from the stock underbelly pin and remove it. Use caution when you're removing it. They're always full of junk under there and dirt.
Find a lot of leftover.
It's 2 pieces, so we'll get the rear off. Good time to take a peek underneath the RZR and make sure everything's okay. The instructions they send you are pretty basic, but it is quite straightforward, and they include all the information you need. What are you removing, Jake?
Rock slider.
Is that where the brackets go?
No, they go to the factory bolts right there. But trying to get in there.
Oh, will they slip under the rock sliders?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's something notable there. I'm gonna have to do that too.
They'll sit up like that.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Yeah, so if you have rock sliders, it's just an extra step. Nothing too complicated though.
No, this one, I believe, has to go right here, which means it's got to share the bolt to this rock slider.
So you remove that bolt completely, and now you're just taking that stock Torx T40 out. So Jake's mounting the skid plate auxiliary bracket, we call it.
The skid works really well. I have the same one on my last RZR. And
you can tell right away the quality is really cool. They've got a video online of their facility.
Really,
it's insane.
I believe they're built in Russia.
Yeah, they're made in Russia. So now we're doing the same on this side. What's up, bud? These brackets.
I don't know if you want to use the ladder for construction. basically.
Now we're ready to position the rear section of the skid plate and test fit it.
We're gonna have to slightly modify this to make it work with the turbo. The 2 holes at the back will not line up when the 3 at the front are. So we're gonna have to drill through this frame plate.
So Jake's gonna drill and tap a hole here because we don't have one, because this is a Razor Turbo, not a 1000 XP.
The rest of it fits properly.
The skid plates we got are specifically for a Razor 1000 XP, not for a turbo, which is why the rear 2 holes don't line up perfectly. Some of the holes in the frame are pre-drilled and tapered, but they aren't tapped, so you need to tap them with an M6 by 1.0 tap. So these tap pretty easy. They're set up for an M6. Yeah, they're tapered, they're ready to go. It's as easy as it gets when it comes to tapping.
So there's not a lot of material you're going through.
Yeah, you're better off using your hand.
Yeah. That's what I feel. That impact driver.
Just one tap is enough to strip it.
And do we want to do all 3 at once, or just start with the one?
Just the center ones.
Okay.
Yeah, the other ones are solid.
Okay.
Oh, so the front and the rear center ones are slotted. That's neat.
Yeah, it makes it easier.
Especially for one person. Looking good.
Now our front section.
Should be a piece of cake, let's hope. So we got our first front section on there. It hooks in there. These holes are slotted. These holes are slotted there. The brackets that we installed earlier require the bigger diameter bolts.
Yeah. As you can see, it covers that footwell area really well, where there was no protection at all.
I like how they got the cutout for the floor drains, eh?
Now we'll slide up the other one there. Oh man, that looks better already.
Everything's lining up.
So the front section goes together great.
Just gonna crack the T40s free,
Yep.
just so the brackets are easily movable. So you got these brackets,
Cool.
right? They slip up here of the frame.
Okay.
You get it right in there.
I would go over it after a ride or two, just to make sure
Snug 'em up,
everything's,
maybe.
you know, as the skid seats in, it might want to.
Or might bend, or yeah. Well, I'd say that's a tight fit. That's nice.
That's good.
For the next step of the install, we're going to put my Razor on the hoist since it has stock control arms in the front, and we're going to put the control arm guards on. Like we mentioned earlier, you can't run the control arm guards if you're running aftermarket A-arms. You need to remove the stock plastic CV boot deflector cover or the debris guard using a T25 torque. Now you need to mount the A-arm guards to the A-arms using the supplied clamp brackets. The brackets will clamp the A-arm guards to the A-arm tubes using the bolts as you torque them down. Here you get a better view of how the outermost towards the wheel bracket looks. What it does is it swishes between the control arm and the A-arm guard, and it pulls it together just like these do. These brackets have a contour cut into them, and they go around the A-arm tube and also pull the A-arm guard tightly up against that, preventing any rattles and making a really nice tight fit. There's 2 of the contoured black brackets per A-arm and 1 of those flat threaded ones. So now you're going to see the entire skid plate installed from the bottom. I managed to get the front section on without many issues. There was a little bit of a gap between the Dragonfire gusset plate you can see there and the front section of the skid plate, the diff guard there, so I just laid some thick pieces of rubber inside to prevent that from caving in. The rest of the plates went on great. With the little bit of modification I did to the side, it made the plates line up nice and flush, and everything looks awesome. Overall, the skid plate mount's great. It's a really nice product. The fit and finish is top notch. Everything looks amazing. I totally recommend this product. There's a lot of debate between the benefits of UHMW skid plates versus aluminum, but we'll save that debate for another day. We hope this video helped you out. If you did enjoy this video, then we'd like to ask you to take a moment and subscribe to our channel. As well as subscribing to this channel, we'd like to invite you to subscribe to our main channel, AdrenalineJunkieProd. where we take these products like the skid plate and we thrash them on the trail and see how they do in the real world. Check out our channel where we're going to post a longer term review video of this skid plate and an update to show you guys how it looks after a few months of use and a few heavy hits. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. This episode proudly supported by Royal Distributing, Canada's Powersports leader.